What is up, homies? Welcome back to another reaction from Heroes Reforged. We are doing episode 5 of Hawkeye. This episode is titled Ronin.
This episode 6 is going to be called Tío Wilson.
Actually, I do want to ask, do you guys think that we will see Wilson Fisk in this episode or no?
I think it's going to be next one if we see him. Because this show is called Hawkeye, and I think we're going to finish off with Hawkeye.
We are also coming off of the high of Spider-Man. I think we're just generally very excited to be back into the Marvel Universe, even though it's only been one day. Stay tuned for that review. That will be coming out Thursday night. We wanted to give at least some people a chance to see the movie before we drop it, because we do talk about spoilers in that review heavily. If you do want to see the reactions, the full reactions for every episode of Hawkeye, jump over to Patreon, patreon.com/heroesreforged. Well, next week is the finale of this show, and then we're gonna roll right into Mandalorian the week after, or Book of Boba Fett.
Oh yeah, baby.
Before we do jump in, Augustine, the internet's dying to know, what did you think of last week's episode and the finale of that one with Miss Yelena Belova?
So I was watching it in the living room, and Adam heard me watching it, and he was like, I need to come out to watch your reaction. So the only person who got to see my live reaction was Adam. And it was really cool. I expected Yelena to just chop Hawkeye's head off just the moment she saw him. There's something going on. Yelena knows something, or something is being planned, because of the way she exited and jumped off that rooftop was like, what is going on here? And then Hawkeye's wife speaking German, I had the same reaction as you did, Hector. So yeah, let's get into this one. And then that watch. What is that watch?
A time machine? I don't know.
All right, are we ready?
This first 5 seconds is going to be like Tío Wilson off the bat.
Oh God. All right, here we go.
Adam. Back in the MCU.
Synthetic gas, the counteragent to chemical subjugation. Eta antidote controlio senaz.
He had widows implanted all over the world. You should be the one to tell him it's over.
What?
Oh no, are we going back?
What?
Back
Okay.
2018
was Infinity War or post-Infinity War.
I gotta assume this is post-Infinity War, probably.
Ooh.
Who is this?
Another Black Widow agent.
Hi there, Anna.
Is this a former Black Widow?
Yep.
That answers that question.
Stop! I'm trying to help you!
Oh, so she's just been doing
going
this.
around.
Oh, nice.
Deprogramming all of the widows around the world.
Brainwashing them.
Look what you did to my rug. $20,000 down the drain. Thanks.
Excuse me?
What, you thought I was some rich pervert's prisoner?
Yes?
Well, yeah, kind of.
These characters are about to get dusted. Thanos dusted. I like that we get to see this character again, dude. This is great.
Yeah.
This is cool.
Oh, no!
Oh, she got dusted.
Oh wow, that's cool. We got to see the dust and the undusting. Oh wow.
Whoa!
That's cool. So we immediately, that's
From her
all she
perspective.
experienced. Holy.
5 years later, she was dusted. She got blipped.
Which makes sense, because otherwise I think Yelena would have been in her mid-30s if that wasn't the case.
Yeah.
Okay. Dude, in that half a second
years later.
heartbeat,
That's awesome.
Natasha died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was in there for 5 seconds. I come out and I've lost 5 years of my life. Please.
Nah, girl, you gained 5 years of your life.
I need to find Natasha.
She's gone, girl.
Can you help me find Natasha? I need to tell her I'm okay.
Oh my God, she didn't even get to say goodbye. Why, Natasha? Why? And this is why she wants to kill
Why, Clint? Why did you let her go, Clint?
That was a great perspective on the blip versus
Because up to this point, we've only seen people get blipped out, and then we saw Monica Rambeau get blipped back in. But we've never seen the immediate transition from one to the other.
Right. This is the first time we've seen that.
The world around me changed because I never left. I was just here.
Yeah. I never even thought about that perspective. Like, how did that person perceive that?
I need to tell you something. Clint and I have been looking into Armand's murder. And we found a lot of incriminating stuff about Jack.
It's not Jack.
This shell company that he has called Sloan Limited.
Kate, shut up.
Maybe there's a
And now you've become my enemy, daughter.
She's like, oh, you found me out.
No. Yeah. Now she's like, I have to kill Clint Barton. Okay.
Okay, I will.
Yeah, that's the confirmation right there, dude. I want to learn sign language.
I know.
I know. I really want to learn sign language. Adam, try to do the intro next week in sign language.
Hey everybody, welcome to another Heroes Reforged reaction. The reaction from Heroes Reforged.
Yeah.
I do like these two characters too. I like this guy in the tracksuits, and Echo's great.
Oh.
Kate Bishop.
Chetos. Oh, cool.
Hi. I made macaroni if you want some.
Yeah, I'll take some macaroni.
I'm sorry, what?
Elena.
Well, I was starving and you took forever, so I wanted to make food.
She sounds a little like Dexter at DD.
Get out of my laboratory, Kate.
Kate, this is not cutlery. This is not cutlery.
I love Yelena.
A, I put you on a wire to remove an obstacle. And B, I did not break anything.
I didn't break anything.
You're so hostile.
I love this
I'm
woman.
not going to hurt you. I promise.
I do too. Funny, man.
She's so good.
Come on, take a fork, eat. Eat, please. My daddy says it's good for you.
My daddy said
You're probably thinking, what? This is crazy. But in all honesty, if I wanted to kill you, I
You would have already.
right as you open the door.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have even had time to shut it.
No.
I'd have been dead. No. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I love
Yelena
this
was so
much.
fucking funny in that
Jesus.
scene.
Yeah.
So funny.
And she didn't even do anything. She's just fucking funny.
I know. This is crazy. Look at this Charlie Brown guy.
Yeah.
It's Charlie Brown music.
This mopey motherfucker.
Gonna go hang out with girls, the LARPer.
Are you done?
Yeah.
I go?
Sure can.
I can put
I
hot sauce
go.
on it?
Yes, hot sauce on mac and cheese. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So what do you want?
Yeah.
Put some cleanies in there and some sriracha.
Yep.
It's my first time in New York.
That's gonna be me when I go. This is my first
That was
time in
me
New
when I
York.
went.
I love American Christmases. The tree, the presents, the super-powered reindeer. Have you ever eaten reindeer?
I cannot say I've had the pleasure.
What?
No,
so
it is not a
funny.
pleasure.
It is not pleasure.
It's really tough. It's chewy. You have-
What is her angle? I'm like, should I be stressed?
Oh no, she wants to get the Clint, so she's buttering up real good.
Yeah.
Father, Derek, deceased. Very sad. And you recently walked into traffic to save a dog, which I'll admit is pretty cool, and you got a few points from me on that.
I'm so excited for these two in the future of the MCU.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you in New York to talk to Clint? Is that why you're here?
No, he gets
here
to
to
kill
kill
him.
I'm here to kill him.
God, I love her.
Uh-huh.
Wonderful character.
He killed my sister.
Yeah.
And now he must die.
Why do you risk your life for him? How has everybody forgiven him for his past?
That's what I'm talking about, Yelena.
That's what I'm saying, homie.
No. My sister saved the world.
Oh,
Natasha Romanoff, she saved the world.
she ain't wrong. She ain't lying.
Right, she did.
You're really Natasha's sister.
She ain't lying.
Yes.
Wow, I did not see that coming. Like, thank God I didn't kill you up there.
Boisterously. Laughs boisterously.
Kill me again.
Kill me, I kill you and your family.
When you face the kind of threats that he has, there's going to be collateral damage.
My sister is gone because of him.
No, man. She's gone because she's better than him.
So? Where is he?
Dang. This is a great scene, you guys.
She's such a great actress.
Yeah,
It's
they
crazy.
both are.
She's gonna get in the way again.
She gonna pose again?
Nope.
That's so cool.
I didn't need any more reasons to love Florence Pugh, but here we are.
Nope. Mm-mm. Here we are. Just falling deeper in the love pit.
Almost forgot. Missy dropped off the new outfits for you and Kate. You wanna see
Yeah,
them?
baby. Yeah, let's see
Oh.
it.
I do. Just not right now.
How are you going to solve this in 2 episodes, brother?
I have no idea.
I've obviously been framed. I'll clear all this up and be back in a jiffy for your Christmas party. You'll see.
Then we'll go dancing. This guy. They'll be dancing. You'll
We'll go
see.
fencing and then we'll go dancing.
Oh wow, that's cool.
It's cool. The Avengers first assembled. I've been to that
I've never seen Thor's name written out in full like that. It's
Thor
weird.
Odinson. Yeah. I I have visited New York multiple times since 2012, and I go there, and it's that place is a special place to me because it is where the Avengers first assembled
I really need to talk to you right now.
in the MCU. Oh my God, Clint,
You were the bravest of us all, weren't you?
what are you doing, Clint?
But I do my best every day to earn what you gave me.
That's sad, dude. That's sad.
And I'm so sorry for what I'm about to do.
What is he gonna do?
What are you gonna do, homie?
What is he gonna do? Where is this episode going?
He's
I
gonna
have
walk
no
right into
idea.
Wilson Fisk's office.
Dude, when I see him acting like that, I'm like, he might not make it out of this series alive, dude.
Clint, we've been so careful, really. I mean, the kids and I are so far away.
It's not far enough. It's never far enough.
Do you think this is gonna end with Maya showing up at the Barton farm?
It's just a matter of time before the big guy gets involved.
Jesus. Are you sure?
The big guy?
Theo.
Theo Wilson.
Oh my Lanta.
Then follow your gut. It's not what you wanted to hear.
I love that she's involved in all of his schemes.
Do what you have to do.
I feel like this is a good marriage.
Jesus Christ.
They
are
have
you
a
kidding
good,
me?
they have
Yeah.
a good relationship.
I love you.
I know.
love you. Go end this.
Go end this. Ooh.
Whoa.
Hachi
That's a
mama.
lot of confidence. A lot of confidence.
Fat man used cars.
Fat man.
Big guy. Fat
Who is
man,
the fat
big guy.
man?
Theo Wilson.
Uh-huh. It's Theo Wilson.
Oh, it's
Batman.
It's Batman. It is Batman. I should have known.
Yeah. Should have
Right.
known.
That's not
Dang,
Clint.
dude.
It's not Clint. No
It
chance.
could be, man.
No, that's not Clint.
Well, actually, Clint is left-handed.
Can you imagine being in a fight that actually involves kicking? That's crazy. Here we go.
Oh, it is.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What?
Oh,
Your boss.
Eleanor or someone.
Your boss wanted your father dead. Now he's using me.
Oh, so it was Clint. Killed her dad.
Yeah.
It was Clint, hired by someone who was in a. Okay, it's gonna be Eleanor
Hired by
Jack.
some-
Yeah, there's some
Hired by Wilson
shifty.
Fisk.
Yeah, there's some shifty
I think
triple
it's
crossing
Wilson.
happening.
I think it's
Take out her
Wilson
dad.
Fisk.
So,
Yo, was Kazi the informant?
Yeah, it's what I'm thinking right now too.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think he is.
We just got some sriracha level spicy on the
Yeah.
spice. Okay. Yeah, now she's like, wait a minute. Actually, I have Daredevil type abilities. Are you fucking lying to me right now, dude?
I didn't get the call.
Kazi.
Very sus. Very sus,
Kazi.
Kazi.
You're dead, dude.
Casi te mato, casi.
Kazi, cálmate, bro.
Yeah, cálmate, bro. She figured you out.
Why would you try to double cross Maya Lopez? She's so
Because you're a damn fool.
foolish.
Somebody told him
Foolish.
to. Somebody told him to not be there or something.
There's a whole web of lies.
You remember the girl from last night, the one in the mask? I spoke to her.
Stop by my apartment for some macaroni and cheese.
And had a very
She
pleasant
said
conversation.
She could touch his sister.
Ooh, the plot thickens, Mr.
Yeah,
Barton.
okay, so he knows. So he knows Yelena. He's like, checks out. I deserve to die, and she deserves to kill me for my part in her sister's death. Man, Augustine, is this show going to make you love Clint Barton? Actually,
Probably.
like he will kill himself to make things right.
I don't think that's the way it's going to go. I think there's going to be forgiveness on her side.
That right there. That's it. That's
The
it.
torch has been
That's-
passed.
That's it, dude. Augustine, you're saying you think there is forgiveness that Yelena could forgive him?
absolutely. I think Yelena's going to forgive him. Yes.
Yeah, because she's got to be a good guy, right?
Yeah, I think she's going to be a good guy.
Is she gonna have some macaroni and cheese with Eleanor?
She's like, hang on one second. I need to just go up this building really quick.
Hey, Bishop. I found out who hired me. Eleanor Bishop. That you deserve to know. Oh,
Mom.
Yelena was hired by Kate's mom to kill Clint.
Well, that's the guy I've been worried about this whole time.
Yo, Eleanor just went to go see Wheels. Oh, what? Hang on. Hang on. Was that him?
That's him.
On a blurry phone? Come on, man.
You're as cuddly as a cactus. You're as charming as an eagle, Mr. Grinch.
Yep.
Oh my God, Vinny
my
Dinoff.
God.
Bring him
Vinny
back.
Dinoff, baby.
I want to say something so bad right now, but I have to
I know, I do
restrain
too,
myself.
but we can't say anything.
That was brilliant.
Oh, what a good episode! And Yelena stole
what a perfect song to end on.
Yelena stole the show.
I don't want to overthink it. Also, I'm dumb, so I probably should just regular think it. But I don't want to overthink it in case there are still twists and turns and surprises in store for like the last episode. I don't want to try to solve it. What is it right now? What's the story between Echo's father, Kazi, the Tracksuit Mafia, Kingpin, Eleanor Bishop, Jack Duquesne, and this Sloan business that Eleanor has something to do with?
What was I going to say?
Look at that. That's Kingpin. That's Kingpin.
That's Kingpin. Holy shit.
The shadow. He's pulling the strings. He's definitely pulling the strings.
Look, the minute that you put that hand in there in the third episode, like it's very clear. You start referring to him as the big guy, you know, all these things.
Right.
Makes it very obvious what it is. It's also a little tough to exactly figure out what this front is. And if the Kingpin is the guy behind the scenes pulling all the strings, what exactly does he want with the remnants of the Avengers Tower? What? Oh shit. Did he buy Avengers Tower?
Has to be. I mean, there's still the three.
Is he buying up all these like abandoned Avengers properties, probably for their weaponry and their tech?
Well, first of all, that's what he did in the Daredevil show. He was like buying up, remember, damaged buildings from the attack from the Avengers, the Battle of New York. That was a whole plot point of how Wilson Fisk kind of gained more power. And the second thing is the three top contenders right now for who bought Avengers Tower from Tony Stark are number one, Oscorp.
Yes.
If that's going to be a thing, Norman Osborn in the MCU, if it's going to be Oscorp. Number two, the Baxter Building / the Fantastic Four.
Right.
And number three, Wilson Fisk.
This is huge. It's huge. I'm glad Vinny D is back, but you're right, Hector. Once you started laying out all the stories, I'm like,
yeah.
This is crazy. Like, where is this going? I'm not sure.
In the words of Chevy Chase, this is crazy, this is crazy, this is crazy.
Absolutely. And Kingpin is one of those characters that is so 5 steps ahead of everybody else that he's gonna have to explain the plot to us while he's like sipping tea and like smashing some dude's face into a car or something.
I mean, would you think it would be possible to even only have him maybe in one scene in the last episode, or you think he's fully in the last episode? Because honestly,
he's going to be in it.
You think he's going to be in it? Because I was honestly surprised at how much Florence Pugh was in this. I thought that this little cameo, and I was like, oh, we're not going to see her to the last episode in some kind of resolution, but she was like co-starring in this episode for a couple of scenes, and she was phenomenal. And the writing for Yelena was so good. So far, the writing for these characters in this show, for Clint, for Kate, for Laura Barton, and any other like previously existing character, but like especially Clint and Kate, has been stellar. The writing for Yelena in this episode has been stellar. You just know the writing for Wilson Fisk, going off of what came before, the great writers for the Daredevil show that did a great job giving Vincent D'Onofrio a great. And like you were saying, Augustine, he's always 5 steps ahead. The Kingpin is a tough character because he doesn't have a gimmick / powers that I think helps people like understand the character, that it really beyond the, he's physically very imposing. I think that the Daredevil show nailed it because they figured out how smart this guy is. And he is a mastermind of the Marvel Universe villain. He is up there with your Lokis and your Dr. Dooms and your Red Skulls and your Magnetos. That's the level of villain he could be intellectually.
Yes.
So there's kind of a lot of pressure now going into this last episode. You're bringing back Wilson Fisk, whether it's for a scene, a bunch of scenes, the whole episode. How much are we going to get, and how good is that scene or scenes going to be?
I have
the pressure's on for the writing.
So Ronin was going around killing crime organizations, trying to stop criminals. Wilson Fisk is the one he could not stop on his own. He probably struck a deal trying to take out the Kingpin that like the same thing that he did with Echo. He's like, if you come after me or whatever, like I'll never come after you if you don't do this to my family or like whatever. There's got to be history between them that happened while he was the Ronin. Maybe then that's probably why he was so scared to have Ronin come out, specifically in New York where the Kingpin is coming about.
Does the existence of Kingpin, and I know a bunch of people in the comments are going to give me shit because they've been giving me shit for weeks. They're going to be like, the Daredevil show's not canon.
I think that it's very loosely canonical, and I think Kevin Feige and the whole team at Marvel, they're going to cherry pick the best parts of what those shows did. That way they don't have to reintroduce the characters again. Like, we don't need the origin story of these characters. They're going to cherry pick the best parts. And if Wilson Fisk was obsessed with stealing Avengers tech or any sort of alien tech or weaponry, it's kind of the perfect segue for him to just come into the MCU and to acquire Avengers Tower and acquire all those tools and to make him a prominent villain in the MCU. Can't say some shit, but you know.
Guys, what if he's a Skrull?
Shit.
I'm just kidding. No, he's not a Skrull. That's so stupid.
The crazy thing is, if he did buy Avengers Tower, that means that Spider-Man, at the end of Spider-Man Far From Home, flew through Wilson Fisk's
Far
Tower.
From Home. Yeah.
Far
From Home.
That means not No Way Home. I'm talking Spider-Man Far From Home. At the end of that movie, when he flew through Avengers Tower, because there's a cool little like garden hole in it, he just flew through the Kingpins, which means that like Spider-Man versus Kingpin is closer than ever before after this episode.
And I can't wait to see some sort of like a flashback where he like moves in and it's week 1 and he sees this asshole kid fly through the building.
I was asking if the existence of Kingpin also confirms that like Matt Murdock, Foggy, Karen, the Punisher, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, the Defenders, Elektra, that these characters exist and that they will bring back these actors. Because Adam, you were talking about like whether it's canon or not and what they'll cherry pick. And my whole thing is like, and I hope if anybody at Marvel is watching, as much as I love the relationship between a character like Peter Parker and let's say Ben Urich, the reporter in the comic books, who they have a fantastic relationship with, they cast an amazing actor to play Ben Urich in the Daredevil show, and then they killed off that character. I want that character to stay dead because I don't want anything in the show to be contradicted. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It would be like in a dream scenario, it's like, oh, now we're just going to cast another actor to play Ben Urich, and we'll pretend that like that whole part of the Daredevil show kind of didn't happen, and we're just reworking reality to do whatever we want. I don't want that to be the case. I want previously existing shows before Marvel Studios took over the television and did their own shows to still be not contradicted. I don't need them to be explicitly pointed at and go like, oh, remember this thing from Daredevil season 3? Oh, you didn't see Daredevil season 3 on Netflix? You got to go watch it. I don't need it like that. But just don't contradict what happened so that I can go back and watch that. People can go back and watch it. And it's not something that knowing the behind the scenes tricky, contracty, rights issues-y stuff gets in the way of watching a show and enjoying it on Netflix.
Look, given, then this is not a spoiler, but given the stellar writing that was in Spider-Man that we just saw, I have a feeling that they are just as smart coming into this kind of stuff, because I'm sure that they thought about those kind of things, Hector. And from everything that we've seen so far in the MCU, they don't disrespect anything that's come into the past, but they've smartly really woven it into how it can work into this place. And we're going into the age of the multiverse, baby. Like anything could happen. To me, I'm assuming that because the Kingpin is here, I'm assuming everything from the Netflix is coming back, is coming here. We will see. Who knows? Who knows, right?
I am very excited. And what a time to be a fan.
It bodes well, for us as fans.
A great episode. Highlight for me was the Florence Pugh conversation.
Florence Pugh stole the show.
Loved it.
Like I said earlier,
gonna go
I
make
didn't
some
need
mac and
another
cheese.
reason to love Florence Pugh or
I
Yelena
know.
Belova
I know.
Or mac and cheese.
or mac and cheese with sriracha. Yeah, that was definitely the highlight moment for me. I was also kind of surprised how much she was going to be featured in the show, because I did see a trailer last week for this week's episode, and it prominently sort of featured her. And I was a bit surprised because I thought I was starting to get a little worried. Well, with that happening, Jack Duquesne, Eleanor, Maya, potentially the Kingpin, is this going to start to get a little too far away from Clint and Kate's story? I still feel like, despite having all of these kind of threads running simultaneously, the episode was still able to keep the focus on what is kind of next for Clint, and Clint kind of dealing with his past and accepting his past, or trying to confront his past, and all these things. I am not concerned, but there is a little part of me that is like, I feel like next week's episode has to be at least an hour and a half, because I feel like there's
might be
a
a longer
lot
episode,
to tie up.
I have
And
I
feel
think
like,
a longer episode.
and if we're not really like
Yeah.
at this point, I don't feel like we're building towards Clint dying. Like, I'm not getting
No.
that sense from what's happening here. I could be surprised next week if it's a 90-minute episode and a lot happens, then okay, that's one thing. But it doesn't feel like we're going towards that sort of a resolution. I feel like we're going to crack the egg open, and a lot of things are going to come out of it.
Well,
Characters are
I
just going to
mean-
end up kind of going their separate ways. And I think that Yelena and Kate are actually going to end up together, and it'll be the opportunity for Clint to kind of like retire off. So
Yeah,
but
I
we'll
think
see.
I think that's more likely that of what's going to happen. As much as I dislike Hawkeye up to that point of Natasha's death, I don't feel like him dying is the answer to, you know, whatever happened in that situation, because I feel like it's either going to be Yelena who kills him, which I don't think it would be a good character move for Yelena moving forward in the MCU.
Correct.
Or like possibly Kate Bishop, there being an accident and she lets him fall off a building or something like that. But I also don't think that's a good tone to set for a character like Kate Bishop. So
Yeah.
I think right now the thing is, he's always wanted to fade off into the sunset. Let him fade off into the sunset. That was his goal when he was just like, I want to be with my family and never hear from you guys again.
I was just
Right.
thinking about this, the way that they explain some of Ronin in this, and how Ronin like was involved with Kingpin, but like Augustine, you're saying like couldn't take him down, like didn't kill him. You know what else is really cool that I want to mention? Kingpin, that means was alive during the blip. Kingpin did not blip, which is so Kingpin for him to stick around. I was thinking about the whole Ronin side of it, and I wonder if the next episode, the final episode, will reveal like actually Ronin's activities, a lot of it were in part because he was going after specific bad guys, but being tipped off by other bad guys is almost like a turf war, which it doesn't negate the murder, but I think it does bring a new light to like, oh, Clint Barton, former Avenger, white American male, is not just going into Mexico and killing Mexicans and just going into Japan and killing Japanese people, whether they're the Yakuza, cartel, whatever. It's like, oh, he started in New York, year one of the blip, went against the tracksuit mafia, got some tips to like, go kill this tracksuit mafia, go kill this like got whatever, you know, from other bad guys that were sort of playing sort of criminal underworld chess, and that led him to XYZ as Natasha, and everybody was trying to, you know, track him down, but he was like, no, I'm doing this. So that may in a way reduce the kind of grossness of Clint Barton like deciding to just go full on vigilante and kill people and then have no repercussions up to this point.
We started off the season with the show called Hawkeye and Kate Bishop, but Ronin came in immediately.
Yeah.
Like, Ronin was part of the focus of what we're going to see. And I have a feeling this is going to close out the Ronin saga, close out the Hawkeye saga with Clint Barton, and move it to Yelena and Kate Bishop and have them be like taking the
The new
mantle.
Hawkeye and Black Widow.
The new Hawkeye and Black Widow.
You know what would be crazy?
What if
Theory. It would be crazy if Eleanor Bishop hired Yelena to kill Clint Barton, and then she doesn't do it. And then all of a sudden, the Hawkeye episode 6, like mid-credit scene or post-credit scene, is the exact post-credit scene for Black Widow. But then we learn that like that took place after the events of Hawkeye. And when Valentina shows up and she goes, isn't he cute? He killed your sister. Then there's like an addition to that scene, and she goes, no, he's a good guy. I talked to Clint. I'm not going to kill him. He's a good guy. I just talked to him. That's just an out there theory. Probably
That's
not
some
the case.
really timeline fuckery.
Yeah, that's some timeline fuckery. Exactly. Where you're like, you don't know when
that's some 3D
visit
chess,
to
Hector.
Natasha's grave took
Yo,
place.
this motherfucker playing in the fifth dimension of timelines.
Yeah, you're playing in the fifth
He's Matthew
dimension.
McConaughey in Interstellar over here, like messing around with like the different.
2021. I'm in. Yeah.
Hector
I'm
just
pestering.
blacked out and had that Will Ferrell moment. He's like, what
happened?
14,501 outcomes. Oh,
We
shit.
saw Spider-Man. We saw Spider-Man.
I'm very excited that the finale is next week because at that point I think we can freely talk about everything.
We are going to talk about everything. So if you're still here listening to this, prepare for spoilers after you potentially watch it. And if not, don't watch it because we're gonna talk about is Spider-Man.
We're gonna lean in deep. If you enjoyed the reaction, check out the uncut reaction on Patreon. If you made it this far and you have not subscribed yet, the hell are you doing? Hit that subscribe button. Come back next week for the finale reaction of Hawkeye. We will spill all the beans. All the beans will be spilled, and I cannot wait to see everybody's reaction to this episode and then to the finale. It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye. Go buy some merch.